Hey kids, welcome back. We're back at the river. Today was supposed to be a maiden for the TFL Genesis that I did this winter, but I realized at the very last minute my drive dog for the shaft was screwed up, so I didn't want to chance it. So I already had batteries fired up, so we brought the good old UL19. Also put an onboard on here for that. Made a couple mods this winter. Super cooling. We've got a hull cooler, double rudder pickup, got all sorts of goofy shit on here, and we're running two 3S 5000 or 5200s, so it's going to be running 6S. Also put in my turbo cooling fan. It's going to be very cool. So we're going to just do some speed runs. The water looks pretty clean today, aside from all the dandelion shit. This thing should be cooler than an Eskimo's pussy. I mean, this thing, look at all the cooling I got on this. Because that's one of the problems with the UL19 is it got really, really hot stock, terrible stock. I threw out the ESC because I hated it. I put in an OSE 150. Still the stock motor, which amazingly enough, and this is from when I crashed in the boat at my mom's lake last year, patched that up. So I'm going to go ahead and hook everything up and we will get going. Be right back. All right, we are ready to go. I do still use hatch tape on this particular boat because it I haven't modified the seal yet, so no big deal. Everybody's working, systems check. We're going to go ahead and turn on the camera. Okay, that's going, and let's see what happens. You can hear those fans a-humming. Woohoo! All right. Goodbye, Mr. Boat. Hope you work, because I don't feel like swimming in this shit. Looks good anyway. Oh yeah, way better than it used to be. Still a little heavy in the steering. It's good. Whoa! We just locked up, and I bet it's sinking. Son of a bitch. All right, kids, after a short swim, I got the boat back. Now, I cannot believe, I don't know what happened. We lost radio control for some reason, and not that far away. And the thing just went to shit, went crazy. It held, I don't think wide open, but pretty open, about half throttle. No steering, nothing. Failsafe didn't kick in. No fucking idea what that's about. And as you can see by these rocks, I was terrified to see what the hull looked like. Amazingly, no damage, zero. There's a lot of mud, obviously. The shear pin in the rudder, might have fucked up that servo, but the shear pin in the rudder worked. Okay, see, that's supposed to break, so it does that. Didn't even break the prop, and the thing was totally on the ground. It missed the rocks, and it went up a muddy slope. Everything's fucking great. No front end damage at all. I mean, God was with me on this one, guys. It was just like, so, I don't even think there's a crack in the hull, because a lot of times your stern will crack from an impact like that, but it looks okay. I'll take her home and hose it up. Fucking amazing. Very amazing. I can't believe it. If you don't believe me, look. Not a crack on it. Not even scratched. There might be some right there. But I cannot wait to watch that video. See, turn fin okay? Yeah? Skid fin's okay? Everything's good? Fucking amazing. Well, thank you, Lord, for looking over me. So we'll get home. I'll double assess that damage. But before that happened, this thing was running great. It was planing out perfect, because I did make some adjustments to the strut before I left, because I remember last year it was doing a lot of this. Everything was fucking great. Even though I didn't get to run it, really, more than a couple minutes. Everything's good. And also, by the way, when it lost radio contact, it was over there in the mud, and it would go full throttle on the prop and then stop, then full throttle on the prop, like the radio signal's all fucked up. And it did not overheat. The batteries weren't warm, and the motor and the SC were perfectly cool. Fucking amazing. So I brought a little old school airboat with me. I'm going to play around with that since I'm already wet, because instead of walking all the way around, I went straight across through the water. So anyway, this is going to be a cool video to watch. I can't wait to see it. I'll slow it down and whatever. So it's always cool to have a neat crash with no damage. Bam, love it. All right, kids, see you in a second.